Now, technically, at the same time, even if you had one master, one person who was proficient in the skill of self-mastery and has the ability to determine his or her life and destiny, who has divine blessings, wisdom, knowledge, and specifically has the ability and the skill of mastery, mastered to a certain degree, right? This one person alone could, in fact, technically, alter the course of history and even, how should we say, fulfill duties toward himself or herself and to the Creator and to his fellow human beings in terms of good service and accomplishing the highest good, and even make manifest the best possible destiny for all of humanity and God's creation. Even one master alone could do this because of the fact that we exist in, right, in God's universe. We exist in a creation that's ongoing, that operates according to a certain system, and there are laws of nature. Somebody who has working knowledge and proficiency in this field can actually basically live, work, and rest and operate and accomplish objectives with something like full universal and divine support because of being able to operate with and access providence and having the ability to actively operate and accomplish objectives together with and supported by how everything in the universe works and lives and rests and so on. So somebody who's a master, even if it's similar, it's comparable to this. It's comparable to having one very good doctor in a village. That one very good doctor is already basically speaking, sufficient, right? He's got the skills. It's basically sufficient to, heal people and so on and so forth. A certain amount, right? The more the better, yet that even that one person is already enough, and that skill set is enough to accomplish a lot of good. Now, we have to remember the fact, and this is a magnificent fact, that there have been great things, magnificent things accomplished throughout history, even recent human history, by human beings who were somewhat, and obviously proficient in the skill of self-mastery. The things that can be accomplished with self-mastery are absolutely magnificent, and they are the greatest things that human beings can accomplish. Even things like world peace, collective security, say the real-time manifestation of God's will, or bringing into existence that what is the best that can exist, peace, security, harmony, all these good things that are important. Even perfecting life and creation itself is possible with self-mastery and the skill of mastery. Now, technically speaking, like I said, even one master or a person who's a magi and who's proficient in the skill of mastery can basically change the entire world within their lifetime very rapidly, because of, it's almost like, how do we explain this? It's like having a person who has the ability to access the maximum amount of available support to accomplish something. Because of how nature works, knowing how nature works and being able to work together with nature so that you're completely supported by everything that is powered a certain way. Okay, that's how it works. Now, of course, with great power comes great responsibility, right? One has to be guided by divine law and wisdom. And that's possible, and it is the case. Now, a person who's a master can completely transform God's creation and make it manifest his will ultimately.